Welcome, curious minds, to the deep dive.
Hello?
Today, we're not just dipping our toes in, we're diving headfirst into a really unique and, well, deeply personal journey.
Yes, it's a listener's case study, isn't it?
Hmm.
Spanning generations.
Exactly. It's packed with life's big questions. Our mission today really is to unpack this compelling story. It touches on complex family stuff, career struggles, health challenges, all while trying to understand, you know, the why behind it all.
The intricate dance of cause and effect.
That's it. We've got this amazing set of questions and insights from our listener, plus these detailed karmic explanations from their tradition. It promises some fascinating connections.
Hmm.
We'll start with the father, his confusing career failures, his personal choices.
Okay.
Then we'll move to the daughter, our listener, her struggles with infertility, but also these surprising business successes during tough economic times.
Right, the contrast is interesting.
And finally, we'll try to connect it all using these karmic threads that, according to the sources we have, tie everything together.
And what's really captivating, I think, is how things that seem totally separate, like business success on one hand, a parent getting sick on the other, how they can be intricately linked by these underlying patterns. We'll be connecting those dots, looking at actions and their, well, often far-reaching consequences.
Yeah, it offers a perspective that really encourages some deep thinking, doesn't it?
Definitely.
So get ready for some maybe unexpected revelations as we unpack this. It's an exploration into destiny, personal choices, and the real power of accumulated merit.
Let's dive in.
Okay, let's start with the father's story. Our listener describes him trying lots of different jobs.
Yeah.
Car repair, making kids' bikes, sandals, but nothing ever seemed to last, you know? He'd start okay, but then it would fall apart. Financial ruin, getting cheated.
That's a tough pattern.
It is. So what's the deeper kind of hidden explanation here based on the sources?
Well, you've hit on a key point. If we connect this to the idea of karma, these sources suggest his constant lack of success, his inability to really build wealth. It stemmed from a past life, specifically a life where he practiced very little charity. And crucially, when he did give, it was often like old stuff, used items, things he didn't want anyway.
Oh, so not genuine giving.
Exactly, lacking that true spirit of generosity. And this pattern, this sort of karmic blueprint it manifested in this life, his business failures, never owning a home, always renting, always having old, worn-out possessions.
Wow.
It's a very direct link, isn't it? A powerful illustration of how the intention behind giving matters so much. It can shape your financial reality across lifetimes.
Get old, almost literally.
Pretty much. It's a reminder that real generosity is about uplifting, not just, getting rid of things.
Okay, so that covers the financial struggles, but
Yeah.
his personal life sounds even more complicated. She says he wasn't handsome, but was very promiscuous, drank heavily, quick temper. He married her mother, described as beautiful, kind, diligent, but then also had a second wife and 5 kids with her.
Wow. Okay. Complex indeed.
And then here's where it gets really intriguing. At 57, he takes a third wife, a protest leader he'd been negotiating with.
A protest leader.
Yeah. And our listener found this weird paper in his wallet, ingredients like mad dog saliva, menstrual blood, stuff like that. So she wonders, was he cursed, enchanted somehow into this third marriage?
That definitely makes you wonder about free will versus, external stuff in these cycles.
Right.
It does. But the sources we're looking at are quite explicit here. They state his third marriage was not due to any black magic or curse.
Really? Not at all.
No, purely a consequence of his own deeply ingrained promiscuity, his nature. Now, apparently the third wife wished she could use black magic to stop him from cheating, but the karmic conditions just weren't there for it to actually affect him.
So his own choices, his own karma, were the real driver.
Exactly. It's a key idea. Things like black magic, according to this view, can only latch on if you already have some corresponding negative karma, like an opening. Without that seed, it just can't take root.
I see. So what about the mother in all this? She endured so much pain. The listener remembers her father bringing mistresses home, even making the wife and kids cook for them. Just awful. Caused immense sadness for the mother, hatred from the kids. The listener even told her mom she should divorce him.
Yeah, that's incredibly tough. And this highlights a really profound, sometimes difficult aspect of these karmic connections.
Sure.
Our sources say that the mother in a past life was actually a man, and that man behaved in the exact same way as the father did in this life.
Whoa. So promiscuity, heavy drinking. The same things.
Precisely the same behaviors. It was like a pre-programmed karmic loop playing out between them. A lesson, perhaps, in experiencing the other side of one's own past actions.
That's sobering.
It is. And regarding the daughter encouraging divorce, no negative karma there. In fact, it was seen positively. Yeah, as a way to stop her mother's suffering and to prevent the father from piling up even more negative karma himself by continuing those harmful actions. Sometimes breaking that cycle is the kindest thing.
For everyone involved. Okay.
Yeah.
Tragically, the father's life ended after 2 strokes. The second one happened right after a big argument with someone who owed him money.
Oh, dear.
Doctors suggested a surgery, but it would have left him in a vegetative state. The family decided against it, honoring his earlier wishes. He'd apparently said he'd rather die than live like that.
A very difficult decision.
Absolutely. Did that choice create any negative karma for the daughter, making that call?
No. The sources are clear on this. The daughter incurred no negative karma because she was respecting his wishes. Her intention wasn't harm, it was respect.
Okay, that's reassuring.
And his strokes themselves, they were seen as a direct karmic result of his lifelong heavy drinking and significantly killing animals to make, like, side dishes for his drinks.
Ah, the animal killing again.
Yes. It shows how even actions we might see as small, they accumulate. They manifest as serious health issues later on. His suffering came from his own past actions, not his kids' choices at the end.
Understood. Now, after he died, something strange happened. Both the daughter and her brother reported smelling hospital disinfectant really strongly.
Oh.
In their homes, their cars, places with no logical reason for that smell. Was this him visiting from the afterlife?
Yes, precisely. It was quite a moving detail, actually.
Right.
The sources explain that the father, while he was in Yamalak, which is this transitional realm of judgment and suffering in their tradition where you face your deeds,
Right.
he pleaded with the death officers there for one last visit to his kids. They granted him a very short window, and that hospital smell, that was his presence.
Wow. A tangible sign?
A final fleeting connection allowed from that state of suffering.
Incredible. So he's in Yamalak now. Is he still there? And is he actually receiving the merit the daughter sends him? Maybe explain merit a bit more here.
Good question. So merit in this context isn't just like, good deeds on a list. It's seen as a positive spiritual energy. You build it up through good actions, generosity, sincere intention.
Spiritual currency.
Kind of, yeah, like spiritual reserves that bring good fortune, protection, inner strength, and importantly, it can be shared or dedicated to others, even those who've passed on.
Okay.
So currently, yes, the father is in Yamalak and he's enduring really intense suffering. The sources mention things like having molten copper poured down his throat, a direct punishment for the alcohol karma.
Ouch.
Yeah. And he faces many other consequences, too. Now, the merit his children send has significantly reduced his suffering while he's in Yamalak. It provides some relief.
But it hasn't freed him.
Not entirely, no. Not from these heavy karmic debts. He's described as desperately yearning for more merit from his children to help him escape that torment, which is immense. The merit acts like a balm. It lessens the pain. But the underlying debt is still being worked through.
So merit can genuinely help, even after death.
That's powerful. Okay, let's shift now to our listener, the daughter, her own journey.
Right.
After 9 years of marriage, she's 37, really wants a child, but she has blocked fallopian tubes. Natural conception is impossible.
A common and difficult challenge.
Yes. She's tried artificial insemination, no success. Now she's looking at IVF. It has maybe a 20–30% success rate, involves hormones, egg retrieval, loud fertilization, a whole process.
A very involved process, yeah.
What's the karmic reason behind this infertility, according to the sources?
This really touches on how past actions can literally shape our physical bodies and life situations.
Yeah.
The sources attribute her blocked tubes and difficulty conceiving to a specific action in a past life. She lived in an agricultural society back then, and she engaged in the castration of animals.
Castration.
That specific act, interfering directly with reproductive ability, created the karmic result of reproductive difficulty in this life. It's a very clear, almost mirror image link between the action and the consequence. That is stark. Wow. And the IVF process itself brings up a moral question for her. Stimulating multiple eggs often means several might implant. Doctors might then choose the healthiest and discard the others because carrying too many is dangerous for everyone. She worries, is discarding those embryos sinful?
Yes. This highlights a really important distinction to the karmic understanding of when life begins, essentially. The sources clarify that consciousness, or a spirit, only descends to inhabit an embryo when a strong, fertilized egg actually implants in the uterus.
Only upon implantation.
Yes. Before that point, while it's potential life, it's not considered ensouled life in this specific karmic sense. So discarding unfertilized eggs or embryos before a spirit has descended is not seen as sinful, not for the mother or the doctor.
Right.
Sin, in this context, only occurs once the spirit has actually taken residence in that implanted embryo. That distinction is really key for navigating these modern medical situations karmically.
That is incredibly clear and helpful, especially with these complex medical ethics. So, what are her chances then, having children either naturally or through IVF, given this background?
Well, given that karma from castrating animals, natural conception is seen as very difficult, almost impossible perhaps.
Right.
But using modern tech like IVF, combined with consistently making merit, generating that positive spiritual energy, and sincerely wishing for a virtuous spirit to be born to them, that offers a real potential path. It's not a guarantee, but it significantly boosts the chances.
Okay, so there's hope through that combination.
Yes. And if, after all that effort, they still don't have biological children, the sources offer this beautiful, meaningful alternative.
What's that?
Supporting the young monks, the seminaries at Wat Phra Dhammakaya, the temple mentioned. This allows them to gain immense merit by nurturing these spiritual children, you could say, without the physical aspects of raising them at home. It fulfills that nurturing desire and generates profound merit.
That is a lovely alternative, shifting from biological to spiritual parenting.
Exactly.
Now, beyond her personal challenges, our listener had amazing professional success.
Yes, quite a contrast.
At just 30, she starts her own company. October 97, her old boss supported her. She even took some staff from his struggling company. This was during a severe economic downturn.
Wow, bold move.
Totally. Colleagues thought she was crazy, but she felt no fear. She saw it as a way to earn money to make merit.
Interesting motivation.
Yeah. Then another crisis hits in 2002, threatens her business. She remembers her grandmother telling her, be calm, don't think ahead. Then she has this powerful dream.
A dream.
A revered monk, Long Pu, tells her, don't worry about yourself. And she got through the crisis, kept making merit. How did she pull that off against the odds?
This is just such a clear example of accumulated good karma in action. The sources say her ability to start a successful company so young, and especially to thrive when the economy was tanking, is a direct result of significant merit built up in past lives.
So not just luck.
Not just luck, it's past virtue manifesting. It reinforces that idea that people with strong positive karma can sometimes just sail through external storms that sink others. Like those stories of people surviving tsunamis unharmed in the exact same spot where others didn't.
Because of a kind of karmic shield?
Exactly. And the dream of Long Pu. That was like a spiritual confirmation. Her merit was protecting her, giving her not just the opportunity, but also the inner calm and courage she needed.
So good karma provides opportunities and the strength to take them. Makes sense. Now, another detail. Both she and her husband are nearsighted. Is there a karmic link there too?
Indeed there is, a very specific one actually. It shows how even seemingly small things can echo. The sources say that in a past life they were also husband and wife running a business. A competitor opened nearby selling similar stuff, and this competitor wore glasses.
Okay.
Both our listener and her husband in that past life frequently mocked and ridiculed this competitor for wearing glasses. Made fun of his appearance, used nasty words.
Oh, no.
Yeah. This verbal karma, vajikama, karma from speech, manifested as their shared nearsightedness in this life.
Wow. Even just mocking someone's glasses.
It's a potent reminder, isn't it? The weight of our words, especially causing humiliation or mental pain. It comes back.
Definitely something to think about. Okay, finally she mentions that she, her husband, and her brother all got involved with the temple very young. Why that early connection for all of them?
Ah, another echo from the past. The sources explain that in previous lives, this group, the three of them, acted as provisioners for the monks.
Provisioners, like they supplied things.
Exactly. Regularly supported the monastic community with robes, food, medicine, whatever was needed. And importantly, they made a strong collective wish together to continue building merit from a young age in future lives.
They wished for it.
They did. And that aspiration, that powerful shared intention, ensured they connected with the temple early in this life. It's a nudge for them to keep going, keep making merit consistently, and to wish to join the group of bodhisattvas, those enlightened beings focused on helping others, and stay on that path.
That early connection was a gift from their past selves, essentially.
You could definitely see it that way, a
Yeah.
precious result of past intentions.
What an absolutely incredible story. This deep dive really shows the intricate web of karma, doesn't it? How it influences
It
everything.
really does.
From the father's lifelong struggles tied to past charity or lack thereof, the daughter's infertility from specific past actions, but then her business success fueled by past merit. It's all connected.
It really brings up that fundamental question: what is driving the events in our lives?
Yeah.
This case study is such a powerful illustration. Every action, every intention, it plants a seed, doesn't it? And that seed blossoms into future circumstances, sometimes across lifetimes.
Mm.
It's a profound reminder. We can't change the past, obviously,
Yeah.
but we absolutely hold the power now in the present to shape our future. Even the smallest kindness or unkindness can ripple out.
So, what does this all mean for you listening right now? It's really an invitation, isn't it, to reflect on your own journey?
Absolutely.
Think about the impact of your actions, your generosity, even your words, as we heard. The choices you make today aren't just for today, they're building tomorrow's foundation, creating those karmic blueprints.
Hmm.
So, maybe a final thought to leave you with. If this path to overcoming suffering for ourselves, maybe even for our ancestors in the afterlife, really lies in consistently accumulating merit, that positive energy from virtue and good intentions,
Yeah.
what intentional acts of kindness, of generosity, of thoughtful speech, what might you cultivate starting today to consciously shape your own future?
That's the crucial question, isn't it?
It really is. Thank you so much for joining us on this enlightening depth dive.
Thank you.
We hope this exploration inspires you to look at your own life with maybe some renewed curiosity and understanding.